Welcome back, guys. Just get a few things sorted a moment. And then we'll get back out to fishing. Today, this stream is just going to be chilled. I don't know what direction I want to go in. I don't know where I want to fish. It's just going to be one of those days today. I think I'm just going to chill, fish, see what I can catch, try and get some levels done. Kind of just go from there, really. How's it going, Kyle? Yeah, we'll get logged in. But I hope everyone's doing well. Everyone's had a good weekend so far. So I was going around. I think I was at the Maldives yesterday. I was going through just seeing like if I could catch. Oh, another day of premium. Thank you very much. It's funny, I got 3 days of premium yesterday from this spin the wheel. And I got a day of premium today. Okay. More packs. That's not too bad. I suppose, you know, pricing wise. You're tired? Yeah, man, I feel you there. I feel you there. Yeah, I think on the basis, I think I am just gonna do a little bit of trolling, to be honest. What have I got? Yeah, we can put that back for a minute. Wait, what's that rod called? The 170. There we are. Did I not save that as a template? I did. Okay. That's fine. What are we rocking here? Am I going to come over to Japan? I might do, you know. I might do. We can get out on the boat or something. Yeah, I think it's going to be quite a slow day today, if I'm honest. I'm exhausted. I am exhausted. It's just been I tell you, it's not been terrible, but it's not been great either, you know. So we've got a trophy plug on that. It's just a bit slow, isn't it? Like I always suffer with these. So I've been I'm in a bit of a stalemate at the moment. I can't lie. Like I'll go from place to place and I try and figure out like ways, different ways, different methods, different fish species to go after. You know, and it's just been, I don't know, I feel like I've hit a little bit of a wall with a few things. How's it going, Henry? Yeah, a little bit of a wall with a few things. Okay, so that's set up, that's brilliant. That's fine. Yeah, why not? Let's go over to... Right, let's travel. We just get out and do a little bit of trolling here, see if I can catch any. I mean, I'm sure I will. to be honest. But yeah, I've been getting into a little bit more of Escape from Tarkov. It's been good. It has been good. Alright, advanced licenses, fish species, let's go. Yeah, I do have my own club, yeah. I really wish that they'd give us more than 20 slots though. Because it seems to just fill up really fast. Let's get that mission untracked. And we'll move over to here and we'll do a tiny bit of trolling. See what happens. Right, which side is the navigation buoy on? Right, I want to be on that side then. Yeah, there we are. It depends on what platform you're on, mate. Obviously I'm playing on PC. Right, let's get this. Oh, plenty of fish here. Let's get this spun round. But I feel like I go through phases with this game. You know, like I'll devote like 3 or 4 days to it, and then I'll try not to burn myself out. But it's incredibly rough. You know, we all know it, especially with the XP required to level up and stuff. It's a grind. It is a grind. Oh, okay. I'm already onto a fish. 2 fish. But yeah, how's everyone else's fishing been going? Anyone catching anything decent? I've seen a few people smash their PBs. You're burning out a bit, yeah. No, I feel that. That's why there's no shame in, like, you know, switching the game up a bit. Trying something different, you know. See, that's the trouble. I can't play this all day, every day. I just can't do it. I think a lot of people can relate. It's much better when you have people to fish with. 1,000,000%. But sometimes even then it's you know, it can be a bit of a grovel. I think that's the longest time I've ever seen a fish stay on. Usually, like, the strike's timed out by now. But like I say, for future reference, you know, like, I am going to get some other games on the go as well. You know, I do enjoy my Fishing Planet. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy it. But, you know, there ain't going to be no harm in switching it up every now and then. So right now I'm, like I say, I'm trying to learn Escape from Tarkov, and it's quite difficult, not going to lie. Trying to get to level 15 on it to unlock the flea market. Because there's a few things that I would really like to buy. I was tempted to get that arena, EFT arena. Apparently it's good for getting like money and stuff because it's all transferable to the main game, which I think is really cool. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Welcome in though, guys. Hope you're all doing well today. Thank you for the taps. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the follows. I do appreciate that. What have we got on here? I don't know if it's a marlin. Oh no, it is a tuna. Yeah. That's cool though. Like I say, I'll try and get a few people on the boat today. We'll do a bit of joint fishing. Change it up a bit. I should have started with that actually. It's gonna make me. It's gonna reset me, innit? When you do that whole fishing together thing. What level are you now, anyway, Kyle? I'm at Japan at the moment. Yeah, I thought I'd come back to Japan for a little minute. I don't know what it is. So I think the Maldives is great for XP, but I think that that Japan has some of the more straightforward, better trolling lanes. Honestly. Level 71. Damn, man. Get in there. You are getting there. Damn. Unique straight out of the gate. That's why I love Japan. Like this trolling route that I use. It's cool. It works really well. Can I fish with you whilst you're at Japan? Well, there's a few factors that go into place. One, I'm on PC. Two, it'll depend on your level, or whether you own any of the Japan DLCs. We fished before? Yeah, there's loads of there's loads of spots that you can go to in Japan for stuff like that. Thank you for the follow, mate. I mean, that's the trouble half the time. It's just it's consistency. That's all it is. You just need to find a spot that's consistent. Good XP, good money. You just grind it out. I'm on Japan at the moment. Marlin and tuna. Oh, do you guys ever see this? Where like the fish, like they come in so easy, and then the moment they get to about like literally just close to the boat, they decide like, you know, nope, I'm going back out now. Yeah, we'll have a striped marlin. Yeah, those black marlin, they fight, don't they? I've caught a few unique swords and black marlins, and yeah, they do give you a bit of a scrap. But I did notice that the Maldives DLC and everything's on sale right now, which is cool. Oh, did that come off? I hate these ghost bites. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about it, but then, you know, I'm level 95 anyway, so I'm not actually that far away, so it'd be a waste. It'd be a waste, really. So is this... Oh, my goodness. I get so fed up of the tension and everything. They need to work on this. I wish there was a way of, like, adjusting the speeds and stuff of the boats without having to go into the driver's seat all the time. Thank you for the follow, mate. Oh, tell you what, I'm absolutely shattered. So tired. I don't know why. Welcome in. Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. It's probably the grouper. I think the grouper is the biggest fish that you can catch in Japan. I could be wrong. But I'm fairly confident it is the grouper. I think it goes north of like £600, the grouper. Yeah, I think mine was... It was 705 kilos. I think it's just over £1,500. It's my biggest fish. Yeah, the Greenland sharks are—they're all right. They're all right. I think more or less to the point, you're just fighting the depth. I would say about 80% of the time. Because you got to go down really far for those Greenland sharks. But they are better caught at night, I think, because during the daytime you get a lot of porbeagle. To be fair, I think all of the maps are pretty good. It just depends on what you want to fish for, really. But then that's the beautiful thing about it, isn't it? You know, you've got variety. So it's, you know, it's one of those things. Oh. How's it going, everyone over on YouTube? How we doing? I tell you, it's not hard to level up. It's just how long it takes to level up. Like, it's a grind. You know, that's all it is. It's just it's lengthy. Just the amount of XP required. I think the levels from like 50 to 75 for me was excruciatingly painful. You know, you're going to go through different maps, you're going to try out different fish, all that sort of stuff collectively. You know, it's just something that builds up over time. You're not going to get anywhere fast unless you obviously buy DLC, you know? Yeah, it's tough. It is tough. But you'll notice that a lot of people will, you know, they do get burnt out. I think everybody gets burnt out. To be honest. I'm fishing for tuna and marlins at the minute. How's it going, man? Thank you for the follow, mate. Cheers for the follows, guys. Yeah, the Congo is a viable option. See, I absolutely love the Congo, but back when I was that level, the ocean maps and stuff didn't even exist. So the Congo was a go-to. And I fished those Nile perch out like crazy. Thank you for the follow, John. What level am I now? 95. Thanks for the follow, Griffin. Like I say as well, guys, if you are interested, you can find links to everything in my TikTok bio. Yeah, thank you very much for that, man. Very generous of you. And then we've got our unique striped marlin. So we've caught our uni tuna. And we've caught our uni marlin. Not bad. Oh, we just keep going. Yeah, the Nile perch. I mean, what I love about the Nile perch is that there's so many different ways of catching them, you know? I do enjoy it. But I think the Congo is it's just good all round, you know. There's such a variety of fish. It's a beautiful place to fish as well. But more importantly, you know, you can get some really decent XP and money off of those. You know, some of those tiger fish, you know, those Nile perch, they do well. They do well. How are we all doing today, though? We good? Thank you very much for coming in, guys. What map do I recommend? Like I say, it just depends on what you want from it. You know? Depends on what you want from it. Like, you got to enjoy it to a degree. I might actually try and go for some of the groupers in a minute. I'll give you a little rundown in a minute. I'll give you a little rundown in a minute. So, I mean, like, okay, so when you look at a map, right, you've always got this fish species list, right? And in here, before you go anywhere, before you even click confirm to travel, have a look through this. Because here it shows you everything. The preferred baits, the preferred lures. Like, literally everything. You've got all the information there for you. So before you travel anywhere, before you do anything, have a look at this stuff, because it'll give you a general idea of the things that you need to take. Now, I know it's pretty vague. It says plugs, trolling octopuses, all that kind of stuff. And this is where experimentation comes in. You will try a variety of different sizes, different colors. This is what fishing is about, you know? So that in itself. And then when you get to a place of fishing, you've got your times, your peak times. So this is essentially water level. So the higher the water level, the better the bite rate. That is pretty much it. If you're fishing all the way down here, then the bite rate is going to be really bad. Whereas if you was fishing right at a peak, you know, you'd be doing better than what you would be, you know, if you was to be fishing in a lower sort of peak times. That is all you need to do. Some fish, you know, they come out only in clear days. You know, they come out in mornings, afternoons, evenings, all of this sort of stuff. Collectively, you get these green markers, right, that you can place down. Okay, if you buy any of the packs. Now, don't waste these on commons and trophies. Only plop them down when you catch a unique, right? This information is essential because it tells you then time, midday. I called it midday, so that gives me an idea. Yeah, so I can look at the time and say, oh, it's nearly midday, blah, blah, blah. I can then go and troll that spot, and the chances are I will catch a unique again. Tells you what I used, all of that sort of stuff. It's just about retaining that information. That's pretty much it. It's all in front of you. It's not overly complicated. It just takes a little bit of time, you know. Thank you very much for the follows, guys. Yeah, that is pretty much it in a nutshell. And then when it comes to building setups, building rods and stuff like that, the same thing applies. Yeah, so if I look at an albacore, for example, it can reach up to 60 kilos, right? So, okay, when I'm then thinking about a rod setup, what should I buy? What should I use? What's the best thing? And it'll only be applicable to things that are available to you. So before you go into a place of fishing, you can look and see whether your equipment is up to the task. That way, you can avoid wasting money. Yeah? So, on the albacore, like I say, it can reach up to 60 kilos. So in an ideal world, you would make a rod that's ideally 60 kilos plus. Do you get what I'm saying? And it applies for every fish. Look, like the big eye tuna can reach up to 200 kilos. Yeah? So the information is all here when it comes to building rod setups. It just all depends on what sort of fish you want to target. You know, anything with teeth, use a titanium leader. That's just obvious. You know, it's just all there in front of you. You just got to read it. Do you know what I mean? Why don't you just fish in real life? I do fish in real life, Noah. The amount of times that people say that is crazy. And that is all you need to do in a nutshell. Like, the game pretty much presents itself. And if you don't know what lures and stuff to use when you're at a place of fishing, what I generally do as a rule of thumb is I actually go to the shop. And in these images, they give you an idea. It's like right in front of your face. They just give you an idea of what baits to use. Do you know what I mean? So you've got your colours here, and you've got all that, and you've got that giant fishing. Look, just shows you some of the bits and pieces that can actually be used, like baits and stuff. You'll notice, because in the way that the game wants you to buy stuff, usually the better things to use, like giant fishing, the groupers. Look, target grouper. It's a target fish. So right there, you've got information right there that tells you, you know, that this, and it is indeed one of the best baits to use for grouper. Yeah, I've caught some uniques already and stuff like that. How do you know to start to reel in? Because so it depends on what fishing style you're doing. If you're float fishing, you hear a little ding. Just wait for the fish to take the float, the bobber. You'll see it. It'll shake like crazy in the top right hand corner of your screen. If you're using stop and go, the stop and go method is what I use a lot. Essentially what I do, whether it's using spoons, spinners, whatever, or anything, if you're using any of that sort of stuff, for a presentation of stop and go is one of my favourites. You let it go down maybe halfway, maybe 3/4 of the way, and then you reel in and stop. Reel in and stop until you get that stop and go presentation come up on your screen, and then you just do that. That's pretty much it, to be honest. Once you've got the gear, once you've got your setup made, stuff like that. Like, I have 3 setups which I swear by. Like, I take them everywhere with me, apart from the ocean, obviously. Maybe I can show you that in a minute. I like using the Rivertex rods, more specifically for pike fishing. I do enjoy a bit of pike and musky fishing. You know, you want a nice balanced rod and a nice balanced setup. You know, something that's got good test. You know? I mean, heck, I might even just go over there and do it. You just downloaded the game. Yeah. Take your time. Don't be overwhelmed. That's what a lot of people do. They jump in and they immediately think, right, what's the best? What's this? What's that? And you don't need to do that. Just work with what you have for the minute. Work with the equipment that the game gives you. Work with the baits that the game gives you, because in the early days you do not want to be spending money unnecessarily. You want to be saving as much money as you can. That's why I'm a big advocate for people to go on to lures, because then you're not wasting money. You know, you're not spending money on replacing baits. You know, so there's loads of different ways that you can save your money. A big one as well, what a lot of people don't understand, some people don't realise, and I'll show you, right? Okay, so say for instance my keep net is full, right? A lot of people, what they do is they exit and leave. You don't need to do that. If you actually forward to the next day, right, it empties your net for you, and it's actually cheaper to extend your license. So you don't have to keep coming out and back in and out, in and out, in and out. You know, just forward to the next day. It'll empty your keep net, and it'll allow you to extend your license at a cheaper cost. Yes, you can play on your phone, yeah. You know, there's loads of tricks. There's loads of tricks to it. The largest fish that I caught was just over 1,500 pounds. It was a Greenland shark. Yeah, screw it. Screw it. I'll show you. I'll show you. Right, so I have a couple of templates. Right? Some of these that I take absolutely everywhere. Right? This one, for example. Right? I'll show you. Hold on, let me clear that out. Right? This, by far, is one of my favourite rods and reels to use for pike fishing. I mean, I've used this rod and reel setup for so much stuff. The thing is, right, when you're looking at pike and you're looking at stuff like that, you want something that's good for about 20, 25 kilos anyway, right, for some of the bigger ones, yeah? But it's the test. This is the thing that you need to look for, or it's labelled line weight here, right? So it goes from 8.5 to 21 kilos, right? That's a wide range of different spoons, different spinners, walkers, poppers, you name it. It fits beautifully within that bracket. And I love this rod and reel setup so much that obviously I saved it as a template, you know? But the Rivertech Zeus 270 is something that I love it. The same with, if I quickly pop them back a minute. So it's also the same with another one that I have. This one. So this is the River Spear 210. Right. If you're into your lure fishing, using some of the smaller nano spoons, nano spinners, little grubs, things like that. The variety here is crazy, because if you have a look, the lure weight is 3 to 14 grams. So you can actually fit a lot of the smaller stuff onto this setup. But what makes it so good is the fact that it goes from ranges from 12 to 26 kilos. So you think this rod and reel setup is going to do you well for a lot of the fish in the other maps. Like, I've caught catfish on this thing. I've caught pike on this thing. It's just, the problem is that you'll end up finding that you'll have multiple rods and then multiple lures weighing all different grams and stuff like that, and then having to take out 3 or 4 rods to just justify using a few select lures and a few select spinners. Whereas if you find a rod that has like a range in test, you then find that you only need to take out 1 or 2 rods rather than taking out 3 or 4 rods to do the same job, just using a different size lure. So this is what I try and do when I build my setups, is that I look at the lure weight, I look at the line weight, and look at those sort of factors, those two pieces of information. Because the more lures and stuff that you can cram into using on one rod, the simpler it actually becomes. Like, it really does. It becomes so much simpler, you have no idea. because you can get inundated with different, like I say, different weights, different sizes, all this sort of stuff, and you end up filling your inventory, and you just get so confused and so overwhelmed, and then you're just like, right, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to just delete everything because I want to start again. Doing something like this just removes the fluff. It removes the need, the necessity to overcomplicate it. You don't need to overcomplicate it at all. You know, and like I say, I take this thing everywhere. Take it everywhere because on the lure weight, 3 to 14 grams. Anyone that has played Fishing Planet knows the ranges that you can get, especially with the smaller lures and the smaller setups and stuff like that. I don't know if I've got any others as well. Oh yeah, this is my favourite. It's my favourite. I need to update this actually. But yeah, there's a few. There's a few. Like I say, I keep it simple. I really do keep it simple. And that's the best way to go about it. Another match setup as well, another spinning template, all of that sort of stuff. So it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent, to be honest with you. Who've we got in the club? Anybody playing at the moment? But yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. In fact, so I'm gonna quit my. Right, that has got that's good for 20 kilos. That's fine. So in my home, I know. So if I go to my lines a minute, let's collapse all these. Because it is literally just a numbers game. It is a numbers game. So like, you know, I've got a test of 20 kilos and I'm now looking for a titanium leader. So I essentially then look and see what the closest available option is for this setup. If you can't find one, then go into the store. So look, I'm looking for a 20 kilo titanium leader. So I'm going to have a scroll through and see how close I can get these numbers. I don't think there's any. No, so it's going to have to be the 18 kilo one that I have. 18.6. And then let's say, so what are my favorite things to go for here? I'm going to show a few things as a prime example. So we've got the Walker, just 28 grams, and then we've got some of these mouse lures as well. They also work. Freaky Walker, Jolly Walker. Some of them are a bit smaller. We'll take the Freaky Walker. I want to see if I can use one of the toppers as well. And then we got the poppers as well. We can do that, but I'm not going to use them. Spinner baits. I'm pretty sure. No, it's not in this one. It's not in that. I swear I had more poppers, unless they're in my backpack. Oh, yeah, a lot of them are. "21 grams, 21 grams, 18 grams, 28 grams. Let's take the little boat. So let's go. Is it St. Joe? Remember. I think it's St. Croix, actually. Yeah, there's a few here. Narrow spoons, narrow... Okay. Okay. So we've got that. Let's just take that off. Let's take the template out. The other one that I use. And then let's have a look. So we've got... Let's take the narrow spoon. Let's take... Let's take one of these nano spinners. Let's take that spinner. Let's take that one. Definitely taking that one. And then we've got a variety of different hook sizes as well. So there's a 2 on that one. So then I can start having a look and seeing like, so some of the shad, some of the grubs, all of that sort of stuff, which I think I have on me anyway. I'm going to take some of the nymphs as well. So it's easy to remember. It's easy to remember, you know, when you've got it saved. So 2 does pretty well for a lot of things. So it's just about taking a variety with you, you know, and kind of going from there, really. I don't need to adjust anything on that, which is fine. Hold on. Must make sure I've got everything. Hey man, I've been playing for some time. I'm level 17. Any tips? I mean, there's a few things that you can do. I mean, you're very close to the Everglade. Very close to the Everglades. Even in a game. Do you know what I mean? And the server's connection lost. Weird. Does anybody else get that? Have that happen quite frequently. Over the last week or so, that's what it's been doing. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It is a bit strange. Ooh. Take one of them. Yes, please. Should we take like a mini bass jig as well? I think I already took them. I think they're already in my backpack. Let's take a worm. Alright, let's see if we can... Oh no, I don't want to be here. So you've got some beautiful fish. I need to go through all of these places. Kind of go over a few things which I Yeah, and there's a few steelhead trout. Clear muskie, you know. So there's a lot of the smaller stuff, really. Crankbaits. I've got a few of them. Poppers, minnow. I think I'm going to be all right. You know, I think I'm going to be all right. Let's buy a license for it. Yeah, sometimes I do like going over there. I might start over there a minute. I like the Dip Nero DLC, Florian. It's good. It's a good set. It's a good... Right, how far does this go? Right, so I do need to go up and round a bit. If you're here on this map and you're after Muskie and you're after um like pike and stuff like that, up over in this corner here, it's a gold mine for them. Sometimes I do come out here on the boat and try something a bit different. Is there anyone else here that really enjoys top water? Yeah. Oh, okay. That's a good sign, isn't it? Thank you for the follow. Like I say, there's lots of places that I've kind of glazed over, you know. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. But this is also a downside as well to getting yourself a Ocean DLC. Is the fact that when you get to those sorts of higher levels, and if you're after like you know, like XP and money to level up and whatnot, no other map is going to be equal to the amount of XP that you earn when you're in the oceans, like the Maldives, Japan, whatever. So when you come back to these places, it can feel a little bit underwhelming because the XP that you're getting is nowhere near scratching what you need. So it's just an element of enjoying it at the same time. You really got to try and push past it as best as you can, but should have came out here on the boat. I'm level 95, mate. Yeah, we'll come out on the boat and we'll do some top water on the boat. I love this little thing. Okay. I can't remember if that fish finder was there before. I don't know. You imagine being out in Japan on something like this. Love it. And this is a good thing as well. Since you're level 95 fuse, what do you mean? No, no, no. I'm in a club room currently. I have to go just a little bit closer. Um, I'll tell you what, right? So I'm actually live on YouTube at the moment as well, Jaden, and I've literally just gone over like a pretty big, like comprehensive sort of tips and tricks thing. So if you want a little bit more information, you go over to my YouTube, you'll be able to watch it back. How's it going, Adam? Thank you for the follows as well, guys. I do appreciate it. I think that first bite was just kind of lucky. Thank you for the follow, mate. Let's have a look. Blue catfish. See, I like these trouts as well. Narrow spoons, narrow spinners. But this is where this rod comes into play now, you see. Let's try and have a browse, shall we? Let's try the nano spinner. See if we can get anything. I love using like ultralight stuff. I don't know what it is. Just it's just one of those things for me, you know. I find it quite enjoyable using the smaller stuff, going after some of the smaller fish. I do like it. Right, so now I know that those things. I can't remember what lure I used for these now. Oh, it was a popper. Okay. Okay. It's just all about the time of day. Yeah, that's alright, mate. See if we can forward it a bit. Let's try and get it a bit brighter. What's the timing game? 10 o'clock. Do, 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 do. Just a tad bit closer, I think. Yeah, that's a bit better. Yeah, nothing seems to be going for it at the minute. I did have a little bite on that topper, actually. Maybe I'll try the green one. Thank you for the follow, mate. Thank you for the follow, man. You watch, I'm going to blank now. It's all about time of day, innit, with these things. I'm just trying some top water stuff for the pike and the muskie at the minute. I've always wanted to try and catch one on one of these toppers, And I had a little bite just a minute ago, but it didn't stay on. Do I need to have braided line for certain rods? Um, I think it all depends on what you know what you're going to be fishing for, mate. To be honest, and obviously where you're going to be fishing as well. Mm, yes. Yeah, just make sure you put like a fluoro leader or something on. Let me check the times on those things again. Early morning. Yeah, so all of these have been in the morning, which would probably explain something. Not a single pike, not a single muskie. Try. Yeah, I need to come back to these places and kind of hone in. This is a problem where I've been fishing the ocean map so much recently. You know, I've kind of neglected a lot of other places. Well, I'll have a couple more casts anyway. man. There we go. I love this because it gives you a fight as well. Thank you for the follows, guys. It's got a little bit of fight in it, isn't it? I could probably upgrade this, actually. Nice trophy muskie. Cool. I'm not too sure, Jaden. You're at Mudwater River right now? Nice, man. Yeah, like I say, I've just got to go. I've just got to go through everything again. I need to refresh my brain. Yeah, well, the only way that you can make money is to fish. There's no two ways about it. Just use what's available to you at the time. Do you know what? I was actually on Russian Fishing for last night. I was going to stream it, but I don't know, I've not been on. Been on it for a little minute. But yeah, I absolutely love using top water stuff here. How's it going, guys? I did actually want to do some decent bass fishing as well. I do miss bass fishing. There you go. Oh, goodness. I wonder what that is in pounds. Oh, that's nearly £1,000. This. Yeah, and then that's like £1,500, isn't it? 1,500 and something pounds. But nearly £1,000 black marlin's crazy. But all in all, I think it's been pretty good. I can't remember what the other fish were here actually. Might have a little poke around. Brown trout. The fact that I haven't caught a unique northern pike yet here is crazy. All the bass. A lot of catching up to do. How's it going? Thank you for the follow, man. Much appreciated. Yeah, you will feel that way. You will feel that way. A lot of the time, sadly. You know, you will feel like you're not getting anywhere and you're not doing anything. But just rest assured that you kind of got to trust the process. You know, it will take you a little minute. You're not going to get anywhere fast. You know, it's just something that you kind of build into over time. Just got to grind it out, man. Like I wish there was a simpler way of explaining it, but there really isn't. You know, you want to make money, you have to fish. You want to level up, you have to fish. There's no, you know, there's no two ways about it. Sadly, you know, you pay attention to your daily missions. You know, your club dailies if you're in a club. You know, they give you some decent rewards for that. You know, there's loads of things that you can do. You've just got to just chuck a bit of time into it. I don't even know how deep this is. Let's see if we can get anything on a grub. I can't remember half of this stuff, I can't lie. It's been a little minute since I fished here. I'm just seeing if anything goes for the grub. I can't remember where the bass spots were. Such a long time ago. But like I say, guys, I will be live later, but I'm not going to be live on TikTok. I'm going to be live over on YouTube. I'm going to change it up a bit. My biggest fish is 705 kilos. I think it was like 1,500 pounds, something like that. I'm not too sure what time, but it'll probably be like towards the evening. But yeah, I will. The thing is that I'm not being nasty to anybody or anything, but sometimes TikTok can get a little bit silly. Thank you very much for the follow. So yeah, guys, if you're interested in watching a little bit more Fishing Planet later, you'll find the link to my YouTube in my TikTok bio. If you want to come over and say hello, you're more than welcome to. Oh, you bugger. It went for it. This is Fishing Planet. Yeah. See, usually I come out here with like small minnows and stuff, like on the feeder rods and that. Uh, hmm. Okay. Let's try somewhere else. Oh dear. No, thank you. What have we got over here? Chinook salmons, common carps, steelhead trout. Yeah, they get quite big, don't they? What was it that I needed? Florida gar. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know if I want to take my Do you know what? I might just take this back out. What size was that again? Shall I use this? What's this good for? Okay, that's fine. Line weight, 8 kilos, 7 kilos, 4.5 kilos. That's tiny. That's actually really small. I didn't realize that. Wow, okay. That's going back. What was this one? Okay, that's more ideal. Lure weight 18 to 56. Perfect. Okay. I think it's too early, isn't it? Skip to the next day a minute. That's better. Yeah, I'm going to need to come back and hone in on all of this sort of stuff, I think. But it's not been too bad. Like I say, fishing in Japan. Got my uniques. Did a little bit of pike fishing as well. I'm going to come out here. I really want to get one of those gars. I remember where they are as well. I think it's just a matter of time. I could try the wall. Oh no, they've got crankbait. Does this say the crankbaits as well? I can't remember if I even brought decent crankbaits out. We could try this one. Right, I need to refresh that a minute. The messages aren't coming through. It's so strange. You guys can still see that, but I can't. There we go. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, that's too deep. That's way too deep. Way, way, way too deep. You can't get the final one. Damn, man. It's really difficult to say, to be honest with you, Tyler, because you're not going to have very many options in early game anyway. My advice would be to obviously just use what you got until you start unlocking some better stuff. Just literally got to wait for them to come out now. They should start coming out in a minute. Oh. Yeah, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. Let's try the walker. Oh, man. Hey, peacock bass. I think we all do, don't we? I think we all go through moments, of just complete frustration. This is the Everglades. Oh, you look at that. Uni largemouth bass. See, I remember these locations, like, because you just mark them down. You know, and look, the Walker is exactly what it is. Like, I found a few here, to be honest. So you got your unis, you like, oh, I think that was one of the events. Then you got the peacock bass as well, which is in the middle, and then yeah, what's out here? Bullhead. Unique common snook, trophy red drum. Yeah, there's a few. There's a few that I still need to get. You can't use a boat here. So there you go, look. Walker, 28 grams, 3 aught. The goldy, sort of silvery looking one. You could just fish this all day, really. The moment they start biting, you're golden, really. And it's a pretty inexpensive way of making some making some gold and some credits and XP or whatever. Yeah, look, they just bite. It's that time of day. Anything past 12 o'clock and they're just out. They are just out. I can't remember what levels you unlock what, Jaden. If I did, then you know, I would be able to help, but I just can't remember, mate. I need to find some more people to play Escape from Tarkov with. That's what I need to do. It is on Steam, yeah. You can also get it off of BSG's website, Battlestate Games. I'm level 95 at the minute. I'm not too sure how much it costs at the minute. Easy money. Easy money. These bass. Right, what was it that I was going for again? Oh, I've caught loads of fish today. Florida gar. I'm just wondering whether that's going to be something that, like I say, because obviously medium cut bait, all that sort of stuff. I don't think I brought out a bottom or a feeder. Yeah. Let's move over. Let's move over. Fish all over the place, to be honest. Like I say, I'm just trying to step away from some of the ocean maps for now and just try and kind of go after some of the other fish that I haven't caught yet, or got uniques of and stuff like that. I really want to come out here with a bait caster. I think that's what I'm going to do. Something in my mind was just telling me, like, come out with a bait caster. I might build one. Yeah, let's build one. Why not? I think I had one of these Galaxy casts before. 21 to 60, line weight 3 to 13 kilos. Rivertex, Cosmos 220. Lower weight 28 grams to 85. Now I want something a bit lower than that. Line weight. Lower weight 25 to 70. Line weight 5 to 15. Maybe a little bit lower than that. Because I want one a little bit lower. Six kilos. I might get this. 14 to 45 to 11. Alright, so we want 11 kilos. Why am I on salt water? That's 10 kilos. I think 10, 10 and a half. That's 11. Thank you for the follow, game. This is Fishing Planet. Can I play with you? Uh, depends on if you're on PC or not. $10.4. Oh, it's on 11.3. Damn, man. I wonder if it lets me put that on it. No. It's just slightly over. Alright. So I'll have to go with a 10. Oh, we got 10.4. There's a 10.4 there. That's 300 meters. We don't need that much. Okay, that's a 10.4. If we go to fluoro leaders, we have a 10.4 in here. Alright, that's fine. Oh. Did that not go into my backpack? What the frick? Why is it just saltwater lines? This game is free, yeah. I swear I just bought that line. I did. Ah, it's because I was looking at monos. Yeah. Your backpack is full. Bro. Might not even use a leader on that. I don't even think I'm going to even get remotely close to a leader on it. Just for the sizes alone. Um, all right. I think I've spent enough time going over this. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, my day's not been too bad, man. It's not been too bad. Still a bit about this, but I think I'll be alright, to be honest. I think I'll be fine. Thank you for the follow, mate. Much appreciated. Hey, that doesn't look too bad, does it? We might get away with it. Ah, nice. I'm just a bit worried because I think it's braided. Like, braided straight through. I think I might have made a bit of an error there. They're going for it, but they're not, you know? They're not sitting on properly. It is braided, isn't it? Yes. It is. See, what am I looking at? I mean, if I can get like a 10 kilo or a 9 kilo, because I think this is going to make all the difference. 5.5. Might have to leave a minute. Because it's going to make all the difference in the bite rate. I don't know if I can get a mono leader. 9 kilos. Oh, why did I do that? $9.1. That'll be fine. Best pay is to YouTube it, mate. Honestly. I don't like these days. I'm at the Everglades. Oh. Yeah, not a bad little bait casting setup, this. Little bit of a fight as well. It's good for 9 kilos, which is more than enough. Let's have a look at the modifiers a minute. Yeah, tackle modifiers. Yeah. But either way. Losing quite a bit of a chunk of XP off of that. You know, I mean, if that's something that you're worried about, then obviously pay attention to it, but... I think I'm going to have to come back with like a feeder rod or something, or a bottom rod. Get these gars, because they like the little fish and stuff, don't they? Here we go. Yeah, if anybody's interested, that is the setup that I've just quickly put together. But you see what I mean? It's not about what rod is best and what isn't good and all this sort of stuff. It's just playing with numbers, you know. 9 kilos is way too much. if I was to bring it down to maybe like 5 or 6 kilos, then probably avoid that modifier issue. You'll be fishing here all day doing this. But you see what I mean about that fluoro leader? You see, now that I put that leader on, the bite rate has gone significantly higher. So pay attention to that if you're a new player. Thank you for the follow, man. Yeah. Pretty straightforward, I think. How's it going, Luke? Just fancied a change. Yeah, just wanted to change it up a bit. Like I was saying to everybody earlier on, I probably won't be live on TikTok later, but I will be live on YouTube. Come on. Yeah, I know the feeling, man. I know the feeling. You know, it all gets boring. Like if you just rinse and repeat the same fish over and over and over again, you are going to burn yourself out. There's no two ways about it. I mean, what do you unlock the Everglades at level 18, don't you? So, oh, I think that might be a gar. You know, it looks like it. Yeah, trophy Florida gar. I only need a uni. He says only need a uni. There's loads of good things here, to be honest with you. You got your snooks, you got your tarpons, got your drums, got your bass, got your gar. Pretty sure there's like bowfin here as well. I wonder if we can pull that gar out. Ugh. It's got to be around the back here somewhere, because I pulled that trophy out just a minute ago over there. There's got to be over here. That's a bass. It's what I like doing, just setting myself little goals, you know, just try and catch the fish that I haven't caught yet, like uniques or trophies yet. Or even at all. There's so many places, like I say, that I've just glazed over. Yeah, I'm in the Everglades. Thank you for the follow, mate. I'm trying to get these gars at the moment. How's it going, Shork? Another bass. A peacock. Yeah, they're not bad fish. They're not bad fish. I'm definitely considering bit later on coming back here and with a bottom rod or something. I would love to catch it on a topwater lure though. That would be amazing. Oh, there's another one. So they are in here. They are in here. And it's in that spot right there. That's two that I pulled out. One a trophy. One a common. I reckon if I keep going long enough, that unique will come out. I might change the colour though. Because it also said that they go for crankbaits as well. This is the thing, right? Just a bit of food for thought here. Okay, nowhere does it say that you can catch these on top water stuff. Literally, it doesn't even say poppers there. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of those things. Only because it's not on the list, it doesn't necessarily mean to say that it won't work, you know? And we're proving that. Don't know if I got any shads, actually. I do. Interesting. That's very interesting. Oh, I'm just catching. I'm trying to get a unique Florida gar on a popper, but I'm catching bass and stuff as it goes. You bugger. I really can't wait. I mean, they really need to do like a next gen upgrade for this game. They just need to give it a bit of TLC, I think. I think that is a bass. It's moving fast enough. Oh, new record. Alright, we'll have a few more casts, I reckon. I'm kind of like devoted now. I don't know if any of you guys watched like previous streams, um, but I was here not so long ago actually trying to get the unique snook. So with a bit of luck, I'll be able to catch the remaining fish in here that I need to get, and then hopefully that'll be the list done then. Because what I'm going to try and do is go round to each and every map and just try and catch all the fish that I've not caught yet. Do some of the monster missions as well, because I don't think I've got very many of them left either. Just like go around, do all the challenges and stuff. Oh dear. Right, guys. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for me. Oh, need to go and sort my life out. But like I say, thank you everyone that's come in. Thank you everyone that's supported. I do appreciate it. Like I say as well, you can find the links to everything in my bio. But if I don't catch you later, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend and take it easy. And I'll catch you next time.